Hey, I finished editing another chapter from my new manuscript this morning. This is the beginning of chapter 7. I like this part and I wanted to share it. So here we go. I awoke to the realization that healing from a fiery inferno was less painful than being dumped from a cliff. I could feel my bones pulling together, shattered fragments maneuvering between pulverized flesh. My insides felt liquefied, as if someone had poured them into a divot-shaped bowl. I had merged with the ground. My essence was seeping into the tiniest crevices. I could open one of my eyes, but my face had been mushed flat on the other side. My right eye socket was smashed into my nose. I wondered if it would heal, or if I would be a one-eyed, flat-faced weirdo, destined to live forever as a walking reminder of why you're supposed to die with your God. I almost giggled at the thought of being used as an example of what happens when a priestess loses faith or doesn't pray enough, but my lungs were collapsed. A rolling convulsion shook my body, my face contorted, and a fresh squirt of blood hit my tongue. Back in Nadur, nobody ever doubted my commitment. I was a true believer. Tithana was my everything. She was good and pure and cared about her people. Kirill was different, deceitful, perhaps evil. I gasped for air. A clump of something hard shot from my lips. It looked like a tooth. Clumping, squeaking rattles approached, and I heard a deep snorting. Whoa, boy! Footsteps nearing. A warm hand grasped my right wrist, turning it. Well, I'll be. That's Tithana's insignia. Check this out, Briscoe. I didn't hear no horns or nothing. So how'd she get here? It was a man's voice, a deep baritone. I walked. Bloody spittle leaking from the side of my mouth. I was sure my jaw was dislocated. Oh no, we got a live one, Brissy. Sorry, lady. I'll put you down now. Looking at you, you'll be dead soon enough, but it'll hurt less if I just... Don't, I spat. Roll me over. That's gonna... He paused. I don't think you want that. I've had worse. Please, just do it. That was a lie. The pain I felt was many times worse than being burned alive. At least the burning ruined my nerve endings, but now I could feel my liquefied parts reconstructing. I needed help to get off my stomach. He pushed my feet together. The warm hand returned to my wrist, and the world turned. The man was older than dirt. Deep brown wrinkles and long tails of hair protruded from beneath the edge of his hat like thick strands of white hay. He looked me over, his lower lip curling in. The crinkles around his eyes deepened. I guess I look pretty horrible. The man nodded, again staring at me. I could feel my guts cinching back inside my abdomen, the side of my face reconstructing itself, a gray fog returning to my crushed eye. A sharp twang of pain hit when my jaw popped back into its socket. Ow! I spat several more ruined teeth into the dirt and felt new ones pushing their way through my gums. Whatever doubts I had about healing were being answered. My curse ran deep. I was forsaken to live through the pain of life without a God, without purpose. I waggled my jaw, wringing it back and forth, flexing my fingers and blinking my new eyeball before sitting up. The fall had torn the side of my boot open and ripped my leather chest plate in two. A jagged tear separated the halves where Tithana's insignia had been, Kirill having destroyed it while ramming me against his palace walls. I pushed off the ground, popping up from a seated position before moving my head side to side. Checking my neck muscles. Red stickiness covered my front. A glob of it was holding my hair in a clump. The old man was backing toward his cart, his skin a shade lighter than before. I'm not going to hurt you, I said. What are you? He asked. Just one of Tithana's high priestesses, or at least I was before Mathon killed her. But now I'm cursed. Thanks for listening.